on that. Wow, that is just gorgeous, Ben.
Well, thank you.
So-
Yeah, that's really good.
Is the approach that ridge? That's like on the front right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say.
Gotcha.
I don't remember.
Yeah, this side
I
is
was
the.
muted for.
It's nuts.
Evan's been talking the whole
I was,
time.
no, I was muted for a
Oh,
second.
no.
And I had this. I am very impressed by Ben's painting. What I clicked on first was this link to an image of Pepsi Blue, and I was very confused.
Ben, that is so gorgeous.
It's like real. It's a strange choice of subject, but it looks real.
I would draw that. I would draw Pepsi
No.
Blue.
Yeah.
I would do a 5x4 of Pepsi Blue.
Dear
Ben's
Pepsi,
painting
I
is
made this
beautiful,
for
though.
you.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I've actually never seen the sunset on it as well,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm
Yeah,
always
I,
driving.
Yeah, the sunset's beautiful. It's from like the northwest angle.
Yeah,
I had some good drone shots.
you did drone
Back
shots.
in the
Nice.
day. But it's a good place. I miss it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually a little like, this is a weird thing to be disappointed by, but I want it to rain more. Like, it's too sunny right now. I really want more rain.
I love the rain. Rain's my favorite weather.
Me too. Same.
So sure enough, I was Googling to see if I could figure out what method of approach, or
Mm-hmm.
and I put Mount Hood approach, and it autofilled in D&D.
Oh, what? There's
that
a Mount Hood
doesn't
in
make
D&D?
any sense. Apparently.
There's got to be like a Mount Hood in some campaign somewhere or something, right?
I don't see anything.
Or every single Google search I ever do just autofills
Yeah.
D&D now.
I think that's it.
I think so.
Brandon's googling something. It
Mount-
must be for D&D.
Mount Hood looks like a D&D mountain. Like,
It does.
It looks like the Lonely Mountain when it's
It does
clear-
look like the Lonely Mountain.
Yeah, when it's clear out here, and when I drive home, I drive from the north to the south, and I see Mount Hood off to my left, and it's just like coming from Utah, where you're just surrounded by really tall mountains. You're like, they all kind of get lost in each other. But this one just stands out like a dragon's lair, like it's amazing. Oh, do you know which mountain it is that's to the north of Mount Hood? And it's flatter on top?
That's Mount St. Helens.
That is St. Helens. That's what Sarah was saying.
Yep.
On really
Yeah,
good
blue
days,
spot.
you can see St. Helens too.
Yeah, and it's cool flying in or out of Portland. You can just see little spots where like the other volcanic mountains are, like I
Yeah,
think
'cause-
Mount Adams, Mount Rainier,
Rainier, yeah.
Mount Baker probably.
Is Baker? I'm sure Baker is a volcano. All right. Well, anybody else got anything exciting or fun going on in their life? Okay.
I did laundry.
Woo! Frankly, it can be harder than summiting a mountain. Let's be honest. So.
I'm on the third floor, and the dryers are in the basement.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
So
yeah, that
suck
is
on
hard.
that.
You are
I-
hiking a mountain every time.
I needed an ice pick and crampons and
You need a
Kittens.
tampons.
yes, that too.
They help.
I actually did hear. I had a conversation in group the other day, and people were like, "Yeah, I work with machines, and I always have tampons on me because if I ever get cut and bleeding, I use a tampon to clog it up." So.
Oh, that's not where I thought they were going with that. Well, there's an episode of Top Gear where they try to drive up into the Andes, and they're way up, like where there's no, it's just like a desert on top of the world.
Mm.
and their crew, as kind of like a half joke, gave them tampons, Viagra, and condoms, I think.
Yeah, that's the triple combo.
And the Viagra helped them with. Ben will know what it is. What is it? Where your brain goes funny?
I know it improves blood flow all over.
Yeah.
Including your brain.
So if you take Viagra, it's anoxia or something, something like that.
Hypoxia?
Hypoxia, maybe? I don't know. And then the tampons were to like plug parts of their cars that were coming apart.
Oh,
and
yeah.
with the condom too, like they could fix a radiator and stuff. And
a leaky gasket.
yeah, that's where I thought you were going with it. That they use the tampons to fix their machines.
Maybe. I've heard that tampons are good for bullet wounds.
Gross.
But I feel like at that point in time, just use a belt to like cinch that thing off, you know.
I don't know.
I find it best to just not get shot in the first place.
Well, you're not living then.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not getting shot at least once a month.
You're not living.
No, I am living. That's why I don't get shot. I'm living.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's jump into things before Evan gets back. Oh, dang it. So, I guess I should say, unwritten agreement by all of you playing tonight. You're agreeing to be recorded and put on YouTube. So, there you go. I'm hoping to do. I'm wanting to do the YouTube recording because, for people that don't play, I think it'll be fun just to see what happens. The write-ups are really good, but I don't think everybody reads. I don't think everybody reads them, but some people might just listen to what's going on and do something else.
We'll try not to mess it up.
I think most of that's on me, but and the second thing is it'll help me. I'll rewatch them, and I think it'll help me make me a better DM, but also anything that I forget, I'll remember when we play, so that'll be good. So, let's jump into it. I had a couple people message me about some downtime stuff. So Evan, was there anything that Knott wanted to do downtime real quick?
Not if it takes too much time. I just had a cockatrice I'd try to bring to the lady again. Fighting lady.
Okay.
Just to prove that I'm, strong.
Yeah. So I think she would give you, she'd give you, like, are you leaving them with her?
I'm like trying to collect a bounty, at least in my mind. That's what I'm.
Yeah, she would give you. She'd give
I'm
you.
slapping them down on the table and holding out my flipper, like,
yeah.
Knott, do good.
She'd give you 10 gold per. So, I think that's
including the other two from before, because we never did finish that. But
yeah,
so
yeah. Sorry, I didn't ever say that.
You're good with that.
But 30 gold, I think, for the 3.
Yeah, I'll add that, and that's pretty much it. Like, is there anything again, I don't want this to take too much time, so you can just say no.
Okay.
Move on. Like, are there parts of a cockatrice I might try to, like, keep for myself? Like, do the chickens have large talons or anything?
Yeah, so just by if you're just looking for like, are you looking for like aesthetic purposes or like functionality or anything?
Yeah, I guess.
Which one?
Sure. Let's go functionality first.
Okay, that's gonna require a medicine check.
Okay. Then how about I just keep a few talons and try to make a necklace out of it just to be badass. And then that's all.
Rather than rolling a d20. Yeah. So. Yeah, the talons do look pretty cool. They honestly look like those like pickled chicken feet, but not pickled.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a few. I'm gonna keep several talons,
There's some
and I want to
spikes.
try
There's some
and.
spikes coming off of its back as well that look pretty cool.
Does a cockatrice have a curved predatorial beak?
Yes, it does.
Sweet. I want to try and. Then I'll take it. If it doesn't bring down my bounty, I'll take a head of one.
No,
And I want to have that as the middle amulet in my necklace that I'll make sometime.
she's more paying you for the job that you did in making the world a little safer in her eyes, the outside world a
Good.
little safer. So not for the cockatrice bodies themselves, essentially.
All right. I'll just butcher them in that way. And I've got the whole eagle spirit vibe going on. So, bird of prey, I'm going to wear this as a necklace at some point.
Yeah, eagle, chicken, it's all the same.
Yes. Yeah. Angry chicken.
Okay, excellent. So, Eldon and Fritz, you find yourself sitting at the tavern table. It's probably been a few days since you last went out to the cockatrice. Nothing like no more than maybe 2 or 3 days. So you're sitting there talking. As you're talking, you see Lacotte enter, and you see draped around his neck these cockatrice talons and spikes that you recognize, and he proudly struts into the room before you.
And my feather vest, as I've been wearing lately.
Lacotte, I could have used those birds on the black market, well, not the black market, the underground cockfighting I was going to put together, but, it looks like a nice necklace. Oh, right,
Look.
good necklace.
Ah. Lacotte killed chicken. Lacotte stronger than chicken.
That's impressive.
I stand a little bit taller to my full 3'3" and 3/4 inches.
You get up to a good 3'4" with your straight back. Okay, very
Is his
nice.
back supposed to be straight?
Straight for a frog. It's
As straight as a frog's back can get. So you're all sitting at the table, and the bartender approaches. She says, "Oh, you're starting off your day with any breakfast?"
I would like some pancakes, please.
Pancakes. That's the flat stuff with the syrup.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we don't have any syrup. You want anything else?
Do you have anything that would be good for the road? Like something that would keep?
We have some bread. Bread lasts a bit. Might get a little bit stale, but you can always take
Yeah.
bread, some meat.
I'll take a loaf of bread. Actually, 2 of them.
All right. Anything for the rest of you?
I don't know about with her, but can I exchange one of my write-up tokens for some things? Is that okay?
Yeah. As that thought enters your mind, you hear in your head, "Oh, are you gonna be my first customer?"
Hello.
I'm honestly really excited that you're looking to purchase something. No one has yet.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been hoarding my tokens.
I would like to buy 2 common healing potions.
Okay. I forget how much that is. Let me see.
It is one.
Under one.
One
for
per?
one token.
No, 1 for 2, I think is
One
what
for
it
2.
says.
Yeah, excellent. Go ahead and do that. Just subtract that token, take your 2 potions of healing, common.
Is that one
Excellent.
posted on the same spreadsheet? I don't remember.
I'm looking at it in Rick Rack's token store.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Rick Rapp thing is.
Yep, it is there. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, it has common ×2 and then one for the cost.
The barkeep looks at Fritz and Eldon or Fritz and Knott and says, "Anything for the two of you?"
No, thank you for me.
My goodness. Did you guys hear that? My dog's going nuts. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, are you planning on heading out today, or are you just getting a meal and hanging out for a bit longer?
I think we'll be heading out today. We need to go talk to person that knows about what we're gonna do.
Is that big guy with you? Not the metal one, but the other big guy? Is he with you guys?
Really big guy.
He has, do you mean right now? Or do you mean, is he one of our friends?
I just wonder if... I don't know. I saw him heading towards the wall, so I'd assumed that he was an adventurer like you guys. He was tall. He was just big. He was a big hulking individual. Not robotic looking by any means, but he's going towards the wall. I just assumed he was an adventurer with all of you, but I mean, if you need more help or anything, if you're looking to do anything, I think there's someone by the wall that might be looking to help you out.
That is good to know. We could always use more meat shields.
Just, yeah, meat shields. That's very humane of you. Okay, I'll go get that
I am
loaf of
not
bread for
meaty.
you.
Thank you.
I'm a shield. No meat here.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Just robotic.
She comes out and she returns. She brings you the loaf of bread and some very dry pancakes. And she brings you an ale on the side and's like, "This is all I could think that you might want to help. You could dip them in here, maybe."
Oh, that's very kind.
And she just asks for 3 silver.
Dipping them in L.
I'll pay 4 silver.
She's very grateful and then returns back to her duties.
Do they when we order stuff from the guy, does it just appear in our inventory then?
Yeah, I mean, you have it now. Yeah, it just pops up, and Fritz, you have it in your inventory.
Crap, I always forget his name. I think I have 3 of those tokens now. Or 4. I'll have to look back.
All right. What do you guys want to do now?
Is there a big guy in the corner?
He went towards the wall, is what Parker said.
Yeah, the skulking amongst the outskirts of the room, the giant robotic-looking creature is just sort of staring at you from a distance.
Is that the robot that we are familiar with?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Sean.
Hi, Sean.
I just sit in the corner. I don't eat. I don't need to eat, so
Doesn't even get a room. He just stays in the main hallway.
yeah. Just going to my rest cycle right there. Cheaper that way.
If he's nothing else, he's economical.
Do we know about the map yet? Do our characters know about the map?
No, my character that knew about the map died.
Which map are you talking about?
The one from the barkeep?
The one that has treasure at the end.
On the quest board, the treasure map.
So any of the write-ups that happen, if you've read about it, or if it's a rumor or something like that.
Well, Jameson would know.
Yeah, just assume that has been there's been talk going around. Your character has heard that. If it's in a write-up or in the rumors board or something like that, just assume that your character knows about it simply from word of mouth or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I posted a picture of the map, right?
I don't remember where you posted it at.
It was in group.
Yeah, I
me.
don't remember that.
Let me see if I can find it in group me. Anyway, while I'm doing this, what are you guys doing?
Who is B-Man, by the way?
This is
Brandon.
Brandon.
That's Brandon.
Brandon?
Hey,
Okay.
how's it going? Yeah,
I'm trying to
my
remember.
character will be introduced later. I haven't played with this group yet. So.
Gotcha, okay.
Brandon's our
You're
DM.
the Goliath
and-
that you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon's our DM in Curse of Strahd.
Sweet. Yeah.
So it's nice to get him into play a bit.
I'm excited to play.
We're excited to have you. So, what are you all doing?
Fritz wants to go check out this character, this large meat shield.
Okay.
That is moving towards the wall.
Okay, Fritz will head that way. Anybody else going?
Yeah, I'll
I
dunk
always
my
follow
pancakes and ale, then follow. Be eating on the way.
Eldon just leaves with the plate. And the barkeep is like, oh, wait, you need to, you'll bring it back later, I'm sure.
I'll bring it back.
Okay, is anyone going anywhere different, or are y'all heading to the wall?
I'm walking tall alongside Fritz,
Excellent. So as you
ready for anything.
get closer to the wall, the first thing you see is a giant head, followed by these broad shoulders, and it looks like that should be it. But the torso just keeps going and going, and then the legs are there, and it keeps going and going and going, and you see just this great behemoth of a man standing in front of the wall, signing his or listening to the captain of the guard talk to him. Brandon, describe what they see as they approach.
So you see he's about 7.5 feet tall Goliath. He's got like gray, pale skin and lots of these light blue tattoos kind of all over him of like moon phases and stars, and just patterns that look somewhat tribal. He's wearing chainmail and a white, a dirtied white tunic that covers his armor. And there's a pendant in the shape of a shield that he wears over his right breast.
So as all of you are approaching, Brandon, you hear from the captain of the guard. I always forget her name, but luckily you guys remember it. I think it's Caroline, something like that.
Harriet.
Harriet, yeah, close enough. She says Caroline's my twin sister, and she's just talking to you. She says, she essentially summarizes, this is a place that has always been considered dangerous. We are kind of the bastion between civilization and the wild world of evil. Every now and again we have things come by and we have to defend it. We have this wall here that's magically enchanted. Nothing can get past it. We are always looking for adventurers to go find out what's happening. You can keep anything that you find out there. There's no sort of it's finders keepers out there. Also, any information that you get is great. She says the way that you essentially enlist yourself is you need to sign your name on the wall, and she holds out a quill to you.
Sign my name on the wall.
Yeah, what people call you. Just sign it.
My full name.
I mean, it's not like I don't think any lawyer is gonna legally bind you to
Okay,
it.
I don't know how the magic works.
The robot signed an X, and that was close enough. So,
I think that was Lecotte did that.
Oh,
Oh,
Actually.
Lecotte did that. That's right.
Lecotte doesn't have. He didn't write at the time.
Okay, he takes the pen or the quill and writes his name, Kaltog, and then in parentheses he puts Cal, and then writes Night Watcher. And it does take him longer than maybe it should take to write his own name,
So
but he can do it.
You're the reason why as well is your huge hand is trying to fit around this tiny quill, and you're holding it like a kindergartner with a crayon, you know.
Yeah, I might break one of them
Yeah.
and get another quill.
It actually doesn't break. It's you feel like it maybe could, but it doesn't. And as you sign, you feel your left arm begins to burn a little bit. And as you look, you see what you're signing is becoming inscribed in your forearm. And after you finish it, it sort of glows a bright white and then disappears and fades beneath your skin.
Whoa. I'm gonna keep drawing. I'm gonna draw something else then to see if it shows up on my arm.
You keep drawing and it shows up kind of like a sparkler in the night. You know how like you twirl it around and it makes those, but then it doesn't seem to like hold the same way as your name does. It just sort of like lights up.
That's a fun trick.
So all of you approach and you see this giant just scribbling on the wall.
I walk up, and I see that he's got his signature appearing on his arm, so I know he's one of us, and I kind of tap him with the backside of my javelin, maybe just barely reaching up to his elbow because he's so tall, and yeah, I just tap.
So you feel a tap
Oh,
and you turn around and you see a small frog-like creature. I can't remember what color you are.
Green skin color, standing as tall as possible, slimy skin, feather headdress, feather vest, and now a totally badass cockatrice talisman. And they say, "Look at strong, you strong."
Hi, my name's Cal, and I'm gonna kneel down and like give Lecotte scritches behind his ear.
Okay, as he
Oh, 999!
he reaches to go grab...
Can I like just barely try to deflect his hand with the backside of my spear?
Yeah,
Fritz
so-
is trying to react as well.
So Fritz is saying 999. Both of you make dexterity
Like
checks.
a reaction kind of check.
And Lecotte, you can do it with advantage, or actually let's do Cal with disadvantage just because you hear a small gnome saying 9 in the background.
Dexterity check.
Yeah, let's do dexterity checks.
So I roll once, and he's at disadvantage.
Correct.
Oh, I'm not even in roll 20, am I?
Oh, dang. Somebody high. So as you reach to go scratch this frog thing behind, a spear comes up and goes whack, and it's much quicker than you anticipated, and you're a little
The
bit
back end of the spear. I'm not trying to stab him.
Yeah, you're a little bit delayed because you weren't expecting, this thing to be yelling at you 999, and you aren't able to scratch him.
Yeah, I'll take like 2 steps back. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You certainly would have been sorry, that is for sure.
But yeah, my name's Cal.
Hello, Carl.
Hello. Whatever you are.
It's probably not the best idea to touch our friend. The last person who did is currently rotting in the bottom of a cave.
Oh. Okay. He doesn't like to be touched?
No, touching him is detrimental to you.
I don't know. Lakat, do you like to be touched?
Touch? Look, not touch.
Sounds like no. Sorry,
Yep.
what were your names? Have you done the wall thing? This is cool.
I point to my arm. I say Lecotte, and I point at him and at me, Lecotte.
Ah, now I understand that's your name. I get it. I just thought you were yelling.
And I point and say, Kaal, friend.
Yeah, friend. Yeah. Al friend. Definitely friend.
Well, Carl, my name is Fritz. It's a pleasure
Fritz.
to meet you.
You as well. And you're a gnome, right? So you're like really small?
What
Yes,
does Fritz
I'm
look
a
like?
little gnome. Do I still have that picture?
Yeah, if anybody wants to, if you want to describe any of your characters, feel free to do so.
Eldon is also a gnome. Hello, Kyle. My name's Eldon.
Hello.
I am probably 3 feet tall, or something. I don't know.
Probably
Something
3
like that.
feet tall.
You
And
all are very small.
Yes, we are. That's
Standing
what
behind
Fritz
them.
looks like. I just posted a link.
standing behind them, you'll see like a towering over them, shorter than you. You'll see like a robotic, giant-looking creature, metal. And Tankbot will say that he was created to defend his allies, and that's all he says.
Can I be Tankbot's allies?
We will see.
Cool. I'm more used to working with people of your size and not these little ones.
They're very short.
It's kind of a funny mental image. There's these little tiny guys running around. These two giant ones.
The group of non-average adventurers.
Yeah, you can see also that, strapped across my back is a very large hammer, warhammer, but and maybe a pack of javelins or whatever strapped to the side. So, well, where are you going? I heard there's evil outside of the wall, so we could band together and fight evil. If you want. If you don't, that's cool too.
We are always looking for more able bodies. You should be warned, though, that it is quite dangerous out there. We have unfortunately lost a few. Well, at least I have.
That seems scary. But what can you do, I guess?
The money makes it worth it. Plus,
Have
life
we-
is pretty boring anyway. But not out there. It's always an adventure. We heard
I
there's
like adventure.
a treasure map.
Let me show that to you all right now. There you go. You should see it.
Oh yeah, now I remember this.
So that's the treasure map that was the barkeep had handed to you from the previous adventuring party that had gone out and never returned.
And you guys want to find the treasure, or do you want to find what happened to the group that didn't return?
Mostly the treasure. Lakat,
Okay.
Lecotte,
do you know
like
maps?
gold. Lecotte, Lacotte strong. Lacotte fight good. Maps? Maps?
How about
Well,
you?
it looks
Fred?
like you just follow that line. So
I was gonna say, what is
over
like,
to
yo,
the bridge.
what do you even use for maps, for reading maps?
What do you use?
Like, is that like a skill you're supposed to have? Sorry, this is like out of character. I don't
No,
even know.
that's fine. Yeah, so a map, like, I would basically make it sort of like a wisdom survival check. Probably an advantage
Oh.
just because you have a map.
I am good at reading maps, and because my survival is decent. I'll
I
say.
feel like even though mine is, I'm just like anything written. I think I'm not going to do well with.
Yeah, making maps requires, well, doesn't require, but it helps to have proficiency with like cartographers' tools. That's how you make maps, and I think that would help you in reading maps as well.
I don't have that, but I do know I am proficient in survival.
I think Eldon would understand the basics of this map, except for the thing at the bottom. Looks like a campsite or something. But
I thought that was a bunch of men dancing around a fire.
yeah, maybe.
It's only one way to find out.
It definitely looks threatening, whatever it is.
Okay, so what are y'all doing?
Let's I'll step up and say that I can read the map if that's where they want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, take us to the treasure.
All right.
Okay, so as Tankbot leads the way, give me a quick marching order. Who is where?
I guess I'm leading the way.
Fritz wants to be in the middle.
I'll be right behind Tankbot.
I'll be in the back to
Okay.
protect the back of us.
That's what the back
Okay,
is best for.
I'm behind, probably behind Fritz, in front of Kyle.
Okay, excellent.
I mean, if it's narrow, but if it's not, I'll probably just be flippering wherever I want.
Ring.
I remember last time there was a chant that was had, so
Oh yeah, I'm just excited to be marching along.
So
Treasure map.
as the doors open between as the doors
Teach
open,
me a new word.
treasure map is the word of the day.
I don't think I've learned treasure, so maybe if you guys teach me that through today, I'll add that to my list. 'Cause,
When are we ever going to use the word treasure again?
all the time.
Learn yes. Or no touching.
Yeah,
No touch.
might be a good one.
I'm just joking. Learn whatever word you want.
So as the gates open up, you see before you, Cal, this is the first time you've seen this site. You look, and it's a bright, sunny day outside. It's cloudless, in fact. The heat is maybe a little overbearing. However, as you look, there are these hills that are scattered about. It looks almost like, like bubble wrap. The hills are scattered randomly at different spots throughout. It looks like there's a path that leads ahead. It looks like carts and feet have trodden on it. But it is a pretty hot day outside. So Tankbot, you're attempting to follow the trail that the map is leading to the northeast, right?
Sure. Yeah. See.
Okay. If you're leading, give me a survival check at advantage due to the map.
Ooh, that's a good roll to start off with.
Get him out of the way early.
Well, that's a better one.
21, very nice. Okay. You feel very confident that you are heading in the way that this is going to, because as you all are traveling, you notice that the trail that you are following becomes less and less pronounced. The track marks no longer seem to exist. The footprints are less and less. It looks like stuff has grown over it, but you're winding your way throughout sort of these crevices in the hills. Every now and again, you have to like crest over a hill, and you kind of get a view of some more things. But as you crest a hill and look about, you just see more hills are scattered. Some are large, some are small, but they're scattered about. So, while you all are traveling, is there anything that anybody wants to be doing in particular?
Eldon is feeding his 2 cockatrice chicks some breadcrumbs.
Okay, give me a
Oh,
animal
I
handling
to
check.
get food.
All right.
A Tankbot will be feeding his cockatrice Eldon's fingers.
13.
13.
So you put on a glove this time before you feed them, or you wrap your hand in something and you reach in and you have these little breads, and the rest of you see as Eldon like reaches into his bag and pulls out these like one cockatrice, and he has like this bread and he's like holding this little tiny chirping bird like thing, and he holds it at arm's length and like reaches, and it starts ravenously pecking at the bread that you put in front of it. And then the second one you do the same, you hold it out and you bring up the bread and it gobbles it up, and it just kind of like looks to get really sleepy and falls asleep in your hand.
Oh, I like this one.
Do cockatrices eat bread or would they eat meat?
These ones ate bread.
Probably eat anything.
Probably eat bugs. Whatever
They're
chickens eat.
opportunistic.
Corn.
If you want to like literally know the answer, you can roll a nature roll. But I mean, these ones just ate bread, so.
I mean, like, as a person, I don't know what a cockatrice would eat because I've never actually seen one in real life.
Not yet. There's still time.
All right, I will do a nature check because my nature rolls are so good.
Yep, you have no clue what cockatrice eat.
Yep.
I'll keep the nice one in my hand as I walk.
Okay, it just sort of falls asleep and it makes like this like.
Oh, that's adorable.
Aren't you planning on selling these things to like a black market somewhere?
Well, I'll sell the evil one. I think I'll keep this one.
Okay, anybody doing anything else while you're traveling?
Nope.
Just looking ready to hunt something, but if I see some, I don't know, birds or something to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Parker, you never told me how much scrap metal was. Sorry. We can talk about it later. it's
Oh
fine.
yeah, we will have to talk about it later because that is a separate conversation.
Okay.
Cal's gonna be watching the rear to make sure nobody sneaks up on us.
Okay, give me a perception check. Is that what is that? A 20?
Whoa.
Yeah, 15 plus 5.
That's all fancy.
Oh yeah,
think-
it's so fancy. Yeah. How did you
I'll
do
go
it
off.
that way?
I have a connection between D&D Beyond and Roll20.
I
So
didn't-
if I click and
How do you
roll
do that?
something in D&D Beyond, I don't know. It's a
Is that,
Chrome
what
edition.
is that what it looks like when you DM too?
Yeah, but it'll just say to DM,
It looks great.
so you guys don't see it.
I've never seen it.
So it'll say Strahd rolled this, and you guys don't know.
What is this Chrome extension called?
I like that. 'cause D&D
Beyond
is so easy.
20.
Probably gonna be blocked by my work administrator, right? Since this is my work class. Don't tell them.
So,
What are they gonna do?
so you y'all are traveling for the better part of a day. And Cal, as you sort of crest over one of the hills, and you just kind of look around, you see off to the east, the southeast, what appears to be the vegetation, and this is miles away, like really far away. The vegetation appears to grow thicker, and you see what looks to maybe be the edge of a forest. There's trees, pretty sparse at first, but they are clumping together. And you notice that to the southeast, essentially, to all of you, but you don't notice anything beyond that.
So just a thick forest.
And it's pretty thin, but it could get thicker as things go. But it's more trees than you've seen gathered anywhere else.
Okay. I will tell whoever's holding the map to if they want to draw like trees where I saw them.
I will attempt to draw trees.
Yeah, and the map that we have on Roll20, that's just for you guys essentially. I'm never gonna touch it. So you guys can do whatever you want as players with that. That's for you guys to update it. That map you use may or may not be accurate, but that's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so the nighttime comes, and you decide. I'm assuming you guys are gonna make camp. Is there anywhere in particular you want to make camp? Are you going to do it just kind of on the path you're traveling?
Like, is there like anywhere nearby where we're at that looks maybe close to the path that looks like good for a campsite?
You can give me a perception check for that, or survival. Perception or survival.
I will do survival. See if this works.
I will cast. Never mind.
Oh, it worked.
I was gonna guide you, but
Oh,
You can still guide. That's okay.
okay. I guide you.
so that'd be a 17.
You got to roll for it.
I have to
Roll a
again?
d4.
Oh, a D4.
No, just
I don't know.
add it.
Guidance is different. I'm used to Pathfinder.
all
Sorry.
good.
1d4.
Reddit.
Oh, yeah, I did R.
Reddit
slash
1d4.
R. Yeah, there's a 1d4 Reddit site, right?
Oh, nice, a 20. Well done.
Wow, good roll.
Yeah, so you
Good guidance.
You look around-
Guidance is nice in this. A lot better than Pathfinder.
and you think like maybe you don't want to stay on the main path because there might be a lot of foot traffic. You don't know what it is. So you find over one of the hills a little outcropping that you could set up, and in case weather turns inclement, you could have a place to stay, sheltered from the elements. And you all are able to set up camp there.
Yep, I'll tell everyone this looks like a good place to camp then if we want to spend the night.
Okay. So you've traveled for about a day. Give me quick watches. Who's going to take watches for the night? There'll be 3 watches. Who's going to take which one?
The first watch, and then the second and third watch I'll just go in my passive mode.
Okay, cool.
I will take the darkest watch.
So that would be probably the second
The
watch.
second.
Yeah.
I'll take the third.
And the person drawing the trees, the forest more looks like it's like this way.
Oh,
Not Brandon. Parker, can you... The hexagons were like a day's travel or something, weren't they?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
I'm still not. I'm still figuring out. I don't know whether to do a day or a half day. We're gonna stick it with a day.
guess if-
We're gonna stick with a day right now, but I might change that.
I guess... Okay, if chicken's out here, we always could make that in a day, so I guess... Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
But-
The chickens is about a day and a half, just because you guys had like a night interrupted essentially. But yeah, pretty close.
they're an eraser.
There is.
Yeah.
People keep
I-
saying that, but I've never been able to find it.
I also can erase as the DM. I found out. So, which one are you erasing?
Oh, they give you all
Anyway.
the power.
We'll do it. We'll do it next time. But do it for right now, and then we can erase later. That's what we'll do. Okay, so sorry. I know that Tankbot is on the first watch. Cal is on the second watch. Where are the rest of
Yeah.
y'all taken?
Eldon's on the third.
Lacotte, Fritz.
And
Lacotte is, I guess. I just feel like Lacotte's clueless unless you. I don't know. Try. I have volunteered myself for watches, but no one ever asked me, and so I just go to sleep.
and Fritz will probably try and take that second watch as well.
Okay. So, we'll enter the watch phase. First watch happens. Tankbot, I think, is the only one awake for, technically awake for that, correct?
Yeah.
Was there any water nearby, or is this all dry land?
You can give me a perception check on that, or survival.
Survival.
15. You don't
15.
hear or see any signs of water close by.
Okay, I will sleep then.
Okay.
Normally.
All right.
Did we leave early in the morning? Is that what we assumed?
Yeah. It's taken you a good, 10 to 12 hours to get as far as you are now.
Okay.
And that is, this is about the distance that you traveled to get to the goblins. And maybe a little less than the cockatrice cave. So, if you had to think, in terms of how far you are. Okay, let's have Tankbot give me a perception check.
Isn't my perceptions as good as my other one?
18, pretty good. Yeah, nothing eventful happens for your watch. You don't see anything. You notice that you look up at the sky and the stars are shining bright, as well as the moon is in a half phase, so it sheds a dim light on everything. You feel pretty confident if something was trying to sneak up on you, you would have noticed it.
Nothing sneaks up on me. Nothing gets over my head.
I would catch it.
My reflexes are too fast.
All right, let's move to the second watch. That's Cal and Fritz. You both can give me perception checks.
Do I roll anything if I can still see in here?
Ow.
You could roll at disadvantage.
So easy.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
You can. At least I think you can. I actually don't know how guidance works, but I assume it works that way. 20 and 21.
20.
Oh, great rolls. So first of all, I should ask, is there anything you guys are talking about or anything you're discussing?
Fritz would be curious about why exactly you're out here. He knows that you're chasing evil, but he'd probably probe a little deeper into that.
I go where I'm needed. And this seems like the place. I don't have answers to many questions, but this feels good and it feels right. The moon is shining bright, the sun nowhere in sight. So I'll turn off the light. We have a chance for a good night.
Okay. Are you not a fan of the sun?
I prefer the night. I'm blessed by the Moon Maiden.
Can you
She
see?
I see very well at night.
Oh.
Can I show you?
Yes, I'd love to see something.
And Cal's eyes flash just a bit, and you feel your eyes change as well, and you now have dark vision to 300 feet.
Whoa!
So your vision,
Scheiße!
yeah, you know you can see well in the dark, but now you can see in the dark. Sort of like just you see your vision instantly expand beyond and go further than you've ever seen before in the nighttime or in a dark setting.
That is quite a trick. I'm very impressed. Glad that we
It's-
brought you along.
It's how I see all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
As
The
you
sun was blinding today.
As you are now expanded, Fritz, you have your vision extended. You see, faintly off to the northeast, a glow that you've recognized before. You see this glow, and you recognize it as the same glow that you saw when the unicorn you saw earlier running. And you see it off behind one of the hills in the distance.
Can I tell about how far away it is?
Yeah, it's about 400 or 500 feet away from you.
Oh.
So you see it just out of like the eyesight of your dark vision, but that extra extension of it really helped like pinpoint where it's coming from.
I jump up and I point it out to Cal. I think that's a unicorn over there.
Cal, as you look, you see a glowing sort of presence moving at a pretty high speed, and it's moving to the southeast from where you are.
So away from us?
It doesn't look like it's coming towards you. It looks like it's kind of going
Okay.
perpendicular to you if you were to go north.
Wow. That is a sign. The Moon Maiden blesses us.
Fritz is gonna wake Eldon up.
What? What is it?
Eldon, there is. I think that unicorn. I don't know if you're here for that. There's a unicorn over there.
Oh.
Do you want to capture it and sell its blood or something?
We chased it last time. Let's do it.
Okay. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan. How far is it?
500 feet to the southeast, I think. And I'll go over and start trying to wake other people up. How do we wake
Wait.
Knott up?
Wait, why are we chasing it? Did it do something to you?
It's probably very valuable, or at the least I could learn a great deal from it.
Well, I don't know about the value part of that, but learning is good.
Yes, learning is the number one thing.
I think its life is very valuable.
Yes, all life has value.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever. Value
Yeah,
life.
sure.
I get it.
Of course, no, he's right. Of course. And I'm gonna
Okay.
try and wake other people up.
Yeah. How
while
are you
we're-
guys waking up Lacotte?
I mean, I see like the movement, so I'll wake myself up before they even get to me.
Yeah.
I'll get
That's
a
the
long
sound.
stick.
Okay, you're able to find a long stick. You kind of poke Lacotte. You feel a jabbing in your side.
Look hot. There's a unicorn. We found the
Huh?
unicorn. We're gonna go get the unicorn.
Ah.
Not
Oh,
get, right?
I jump up. I can't see a thing. I don't know what they're talking about.
horse.
Sort of hostile.
Shiny horse.
Fritz is gonna
Ever-
make like a horn symbol on his head with his pinky and go.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I have a moment with everyone?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, team.
Yep.
Please be quick. I'm afraid that this unicorn is getting away.
As he gathers
I-
everyone, you
I
do see
underst-
the light grows more distant into the horizon.
So I know we're gonna go look for this unicorn, but the unicorn was a blessing from the Moon Maiden, okay? So we all have to be really careful.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. We'll be careful.
Okay.
As
I don't want to get it.
So who does not have dark vision again?
I don't have dark vision.
I have no dark vision. I'm very confused.
Yeah, you don't see the
sort of-
light that people are talking about.
I have spectacular dark vision.
So, Fritz, as you sort of climb up onto a hill, the hill that you were camped under, you look and you do see that what appears to be the same unicorn running towards the tree line. Well, in that direction at least. It hasn't reached it yet. It's a pretty far way away from that tree line. But appears to be running in that direction, and it's getting further away by the moment.
I wish our feet weren't this short, Fritz.
Does someone need a ride?
That would be great.
You're small, and I wouldn't notice if I was giving you a ride, even probably.
I would love a piggyback.
Cal will scoop up Eldon.
Okay, so this giant Goliath scoops you up in his arms and just sort of holds you there. And Cal, you're able
Like
to...
a baby.
Yeah. You're able to move, maybe in a little delayed because you're trying... Unless you're trying... If you don't care about dropping Eldon or not, probably just tack 5 feet off of your movement speed.
I was thinking of just like putting him, like having him hold on to the warhammer that's strapped to my back.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And
So that I don't have to worry about.
Yeah, that won't hinder you
dropping
at
it.
all. Keep that on.
Mm-hmm.
Add,
yeah,
one,
hold on
add
to this.
one Eldon to your inventory, please.
And all of Eldon's inventory to my inventory.
I guess that's true. That's a good point. I think you can probably manage that. Okay, where are you guys heading after being awoken and seeing this thing? It's going very fast. It doesn't... If you were to chase after it, you wouldn't catch it. It's moving that fast.
I'm chasing it. I just bound after him.
Okay.
How far away
The
is it
whole
now?
group was wanting to do that.
What are the rest of you doing?
Following him, I guess.
I'm watching people leave me in the dark, so I guess I'll whip out a torch and try to follow. But I am a tiny guy with short feet or short legs, so
You'll be a bit
Well,
How
behind.
far
use a
away
torch.
is it from us now?
nobody ever remembers that Frogman can't see in the dark, and we love to do things in the dark.
It's a good
You
700 to 800
stupid-
feet away.
Stupid dry skins always leaving the cut in the dark. But I just say that to myself. You can't hear.
Yeah, you hear this behind you as this frog pulls out this torch and this tinder box and is trying to light this torch on fire.
Hi, Nate.
Hey, Nate. So,
Hi, how's it going?
Good to see
Good.
Good to hear you and see you, Nate. Okay, so we've just seen a unicorn, Nate, to catch you up. So, we have Cal and Eldon leading the way, Fritz following closely behind, but falling at a further distance due to Cal's giant legs. Knott is attempting to light the torch behind them. And what is Tankbot doing?
I don't have dark vision, so I'm by the torch guy.
Excellent.
I'm with Knott.
Knott and Tankbot are hanging behind to hang out with the torch. So as you all start chasing after, you eventually you light the torch. You can now see, to a distance of 20 feet beyond you.
30 feet or something.
30 feet, yeah. You begin to follow in the direction that you think the others are heading. Just give me a quick perception check. Both Tankbot and Knott, or one of you with advantage. But you will do it at disadvantage, so. If one of you rolls it, it'll be a straight roll. If both of you roll it, it will be at disadvantage, because you're both trying to find where the party is going.
You said
with
a
this
perception?
dim light. Yeah,
Are they not making much sound at all or anything? Like we can't go off of that?
that's the question, I guess, isn't it?
Well,
So
do you want me
Tankbot,
to
are you
roll
rolling?
again,
Are
or
you
do you
rolling
want to try?
No, I
twice?
feel like it only gets worse, right? So it wouldn't be advantageous to roll again.
Unless
Well, I rolled an 8.
unless Lacotte has 2 good rolls.
No, I can only roll once, and
Yeah.
then we take the 8 anyway. So it only gets
If
worse.
you both roll, you're both rolling a disadvantage. So.
Yeah, if
You'd have
Lacotte,
2 good rolls.
rolls, you'll both have to roll again.
Oh,
Yeah, it'd probably
So
be
I
better because
should.
I rolled very well.
okay. Wait, sorry, was it perception?
Yeah.
Oh, they're the same. All right,
Okay.
there's my 6.
And Tankbot, you
Well,
can
that
roll
was
one more
good.
time to see if you get lower than an 8.
Oh. I think we're getting left behind.
11. Excellent. You both are following in the direction that you think people are going. You see Fritz. You hear and see Fritz off in the distance, and you're following after him. But you've lost Cal at this point in time. Cal and Eldon are too far ahead of you. You can't see where they are anymore or hear them. But you are following behind Fritz, essentially, at this point.
Fritz doesn't move very fast, right? I can keep up with Fritz.
I don't know if Lacotte holding the torch can, though.
That's true.
Is the torch so heavy that I slow down?
No, what's your speed?
Whoa. 25, unless I'm raging, so I'm
And-
not raging.
Fritz, yours is 25 as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're keeping just even with him, but if something was to get in your way, you think you would probably lose him at this point in time. So as you all are chasing after this glowing entity, it holds a very steady pace. It's faster than even Cal with his giant long legs. And it goes, and eventually it disappears behind a hilltop. You could keep following this thing, but there's no way you're catching it tonight.
You still see it, Cal?
I lost it. It might be gone, and I'll slow my pace and look back to see where the rest of the group is.
You do see the glowing light in the distance, and a little gnome in between you and the glowing light, just kind of. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose.
I think we lost it, but maybe it'll come another night and visit again.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
Okay, you as you all sit there and talk, Fritz, you're able to catch up, and then eventually Lacotte and Tankbot, you come up after that. As you look around where you are, you realize now that you've kind of lost your original campsite. If you were to try to find it again, it would require a survival check, but only Fritz is able to see essentially potentially where it could be. The rest of you would have to. You'd make survival checks, but probably at disadvantage. Fritz, you'd do a normal survival check to try to find your original campsite, or you can camp where you are.
Could I? I'd like to pop into Archimedes' head
Yeah.
and fly him up and see if I can look down and see where the campsite is.
Excellent. Remind me again what it looks like when you summon your familiar.
I just tell everybody, what? Give me 1 minute. Let me locate the campsite. And then my eyes roll back, go white, and I get kind of a slack-jawed look on my face.
So,
And then the little Archimedes owl, the little pygmy owl.
So the pygmy owl pops up. A little pygmy owl pops up on Fritz's shoulder and begins just flying straight up into the air. And you're able to look and locate kind of the ashes of the campfire, and you'd easily be able to make it back to guiding the party back to where the campsite was.
Before we turn around, I would like to listen for more water.
Okay, yeah, give me another perception check.
20.
Yeah, you you don't hear any sort of source of water. You
Ugh.
kind of really
Yeah.
hone in. Give me an give me a wisdom check. Just a wisdom check.
Right. So, okay. I always just feel like I have to ask, but that's just, I do add the wisdom modifier, and that's it, you're saying, right?
Correct. That's it. 10.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you are realizing that if you don't get any water, then you're gonna start drying out a bit. That's
Oh yeah, I know that.
But you now know that pretty heavily. Okay, are you all going back to your original campsite, or are you staying there?
I'd say go back.
That sounds good to me. But I don't know where the
Yeah.
campsite is.
Yeah, let's go back.
You all make your way back to the campsite, begin to take your rest again. Who had my third watch?
Eldon did.
Okay, Eldon, give me a perception check. 5. Excellent. Oh, wow, nice. 20 with disadvantage. Well done.
Good rolls.
Yeah, great rolls.
He's surprisingly enough, yeah.
So you don't notice anything particular throughout the night. You do notice, Tankbot, you see off in the distance, there appear to be some clouds growing to the north, or to pretty much due east. There's some clouds that are kind of growing. They look a little bit ominous, like storm clouds. But you don't notice anything beyond that. And that will complete the short rest. Brandon, I have a little bit of a house rule that when you're out in the wild, a long rest is a short rest.
Okay.
Until you get to a dungeon, then the normal rest rules apply. So,
Okay.
incentivizes looking for dungeons essentially.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I didn't ever say, but I use my Blessing of the Forge on my armor again.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so you all awaken to a brand new day. You're able to make it back to your original campsite. You will need to. Are you heading off in the direction that you were previously going?
I guess, yeah, I'd keep following the map.
Okay, keeping the marching order as before, I assume.
It's been a full 24
Yep.
hours since we left.
It has been a full
Okay.
24 hours.
Good going on.
So you get your drying out characteristics.
I have an exhaustion level.
Yes, you do. So
Good
all
grief.
of you, actually, anybody proficient in medicine, give me a medicine check. Okay. So Tankbot, as you look at Lacotte, you notice that his skin that kind of exudes this secretion most of the times, that kind of, he looks a little shiny. He looks a little less shiny, a little more dry. And it looks like it takes a little bit of a toll on him. You think that he needs to be hydrated. It looks like it needs to happen pretty consistently so he can keep that sort of almost like a human needs to eat, essentially. This guy needs some sort of moisture.
Would I understand that, though, where I don't have the need to eat?
As a machine needs oil, the the frog needs some sort of lubricant.
Doesn't understand me. I
It's
know that.
lubricant.
The best analogy I had on the spot.
That's okay.
I'll,
And meanwhile, I am, acting as strong as ever. I know these dry skins are always thinking less of me anyway, so I can't, let them on that
I will say this
this
as
has
well.
been rough.
I will say this as well, Tankbot. You think that if people were to take their water skins and pour them over Lacotte, that would essentially help hydrate him. However, those that emptied their dry skins, if your calculations are correct, would not have water and would maybe be to a similar effect that Lacotte is currently at.
I will take my water bottle that I don't ever use. I don't know why I have one.
Yeah, why do you have one?
I like to think it's filled with oil, but you do you.
It came in the pack I bought. I got at the start.
And
Yeah,
Parker,
yeah,
are you sure? You're sure about that?
I'm gonna rule it that way, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and
essentially, from a rules standpoint, it would be you don't suffer exhaustion, but if people don't get water by the next day, they're gonna suffer exhaustion. So
I will hold it out to him and ask if he needs water.
I I like look left and right with my chin up. Like, is anyone noticing? Parker or other people? Is this like a secret moment or is this a public moment?
yeah, I think
I'm pretty out in the open about it. I don't try and hide anything I
great.
do.
it's everyone's getting ready for the day. They're preparing their things. If you want to try to do it in secret, you can do a stealth check or sleight of hand.
Sure, I'm a stealthy frog. Sleight of hand. I guess they're the same either way. Sure, I'll try and. Whoa. Okay, yeah. I like look left and right. Got my chin up. I'm still strong, but I kind of stick a hand out like, quick, give it to me. And here's my stealth check. 18.
Not bad.
At disadvantage because
Oh.
you're exhausted.
What?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
exhausted.
ability check.
Yeah,
7.
okay, that's right.
Damn it.
You son of a! Oh, okay, I see.
You tricked me.
You see, you
You
feel
didn't
as your
trick me. I
arm
knew
is
the
not
rule.
responding as quickly as it usually does, and you pour it on yourself.
Evan, smart. Evan, smart.
As you pour it on yourself, you do feel you know that you won't need to be submerged for the next 24 hours, so you can last throughout this day, but it'll only last throughout the day. You would need to so the next day you'll need to be submerged or you will suffer that exhaustion again.
Okay,
But you're good for
So
the day.
sweet.
But anybody with a passive perception above 7, you notice this happen.
God damn it.
Which I assume is
So
everyone.
everybody.
Yeah.
I was planning on just grabbing the water and running behind a tree. If that changes anything, but that was how I was going to play it. But I should have stopped you anyway.
Okay, so all of you see Lacotte run behind a tree, and then you hear the trickling of water, and you see some.
Like a Gungan like face rattling kind of thing. Like
You hear Jar
Getting
Jar, Jar,
a
Jar
lot
Binks go behind the tree.
Good grief, he pisses like a racehorse.
You see Lacotte, he exits the tree, and he's significantly more wet than he was before.
walking very
Terrible aim
nonchalant,
too.
walking very nonchalantly, kind of slicking, my newly shiny skin, like just looking like I just came out of the bathroom, getting ready in the morning, like looking totally fly.
Very nice. Okay,
Mr. Lacotte, can I have a moment with you? Lacotte? Yeah.
Lacotte.
I
Yes.
know you don't like to be touched or don't want me to. I would guess it would be bad if I touched you. But I have like some spells given to me from the Moon Maiden that require me to touch you. So, is there anywhere I can touch you for magical purposes?
This is just getting creepier and creepier.
I like
I
to
want
think
to
of
touch
this.
your
Partner,
magic.
would
It's very
you,
sweet. Yeah, go ahead.
as I wear my feather
Brandon-
vest, can I
Brandon,
point?
Make a persuasion check. Cal, make a persuasion check. Lacotte, make an insight check.
Like, do I understand what he's saying? That's fair.
Yeah.
+1.
Okay, yeah, no, you have no clue. You see this giant creature like touch.
Is Lacotte wearing clothes of any kind?
I wear a feather headdress and a feather ornamented vest.
Okay, I will try to touch the vest and give him a Vigilant Blessing to see
Okay.
if it works.
Yeah, let's do. All right, this is a dumb ruling, but I'm gonna rule it this way anyway. Give me a dexterity or sleight of hand check, Cal. This giant finger goes out and pokes Lacotte right on the shoulder, or right on like the cheek, just missing the shoulder entirely. Cal, you need to make a Constitution saving throw, I believe, right?
Yeah, let me look it up again, but it is, any creature that comes in contact with my skin succeeds on Constitution DC 12.
20.
Oh, good.
So nothing happens, right?
So, yes, maybe he my poison skin touches him, but he resists it.
Yeah, so you do feel that poison begins to creep into your system. However, you know that your steadfastness and internal immune system resists whatever it is, and you can cast the spell that you're casting.
So it's Vigilant Blessing. You have advantage on the next initiative roll that you make.
Whoa. And can I feel this power surging through me or something?
Yeah, what does that look like? What does it feel like?
I'm guessing if
Oh.
you feel a little hyper vigilant, like you are ready to attack anything a little bit more than you normally are.
And that's a lot. So I just I can feel it, and my legs start hopping twice as fast, and I just feel the tingle of I'm a barbarian anyway, so I just feel this urge to battle, and I know that he's made me stronger, and I say, "Whoa, Kyle's strong."
So basically, nobody
yes,
make
yes,
Lacotte
yes.
mad.
Cal, help.
And
Cal, help.
Ooh, Kyle, touch good.
and
Yeah.
and Lacotte, as you feel
Fine.
this, you feel this radiance sort of enter you, but it's not a sort of burning warmth of the sun radiance that you've maybe experienced in the past. This is more of a calm sort of I don't know, what would you say, Brandon?
Like ethereal, kind of just nice. Lunar would be a way to think of it.
yeah,
If
very
you could think of.
imagine when you're camping and the only thing that the only light you have is the moon. That's what sort of enters your body as you feel that.
Yeah. Okay.
With that, I need everybody to give me perception checks.
Can I use guidance?
Whoosh.
You can use guidance, that's fine. A lot of good rolls.
Good roll there. Lacotte definitely is perceptive.
A lot of good
Lacotte is
rolls.
too absorbed in his newfound strength.
I kind of have suspected for a long time that D&D Beyond has a more generous random number generator. I just get that vibe. I don't know why.
They want you to
I
keep
feel
playing.
like I've rolled a lot higher on
It
D&D
could
Beyond
be.
than I did on roll 20.
My persuasion and sleight of hand checks were pretty low, but the last three were good.
So Eldon, everybody but Lacotte, actually. You're too. Also,
I'm just jumping.
Lacott, you still do have.
He's
one,
hyper vigilant.
You still do have one level of exhaustion, by the way, Lacott. You can't.
Why is that?
Well, because you have sustained yourself for the day, but you haven't undone the effects of the previous day of not getting the water.
Oh.
So today you
okay.
wouldn't get another level of exhaustion.
You
But
won't
you
go
haven't
to,
gotten
you won't
rid of
go to
the
level
old
2 exhaustion, but you're going to stay at level 1. Well, long rest will cure that, right? But
No, it doesn't.
submerging yourself in
the
water
way I-
would cure that.
For an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think does one level. So if it gets bad, I'll have to do it for several hours. I think I can check that. But I guess pedantic question.
Yeah.
I was not doused by water before the 24 hours hit. It was not until after that Tankbot perceived that I was drying out. So that's why this has happened the way it is.
if we assume that you wake up in the inn and you immediately douse yourself in water, or you do it the night before. I don't know. I guess when do you
sleep in the town fountain is actually how it works.
So as you've awoken in the town fountain, and you get a couple weird looks from people that are already like their vendors setting up, and they're like, "Did that guy?"
They're used to it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
greet. I come out of the water every morning, and I nod. I say, "Look up!" And
Morning.
As everyone waves to me, I tip my javelin in their general direction, and I say, "Look out!" And I just march through the town square, greeting everyone. Yeah.
There goes the frog with his vest so fancy.
Glistening and newly hydrated, just looking awesome. Yeah.
Glistening and
Dripping-
poisonous as
dripping
hell. So you wake
That's
up.
my morning ritual.
Yeah, but even as woken up, you still do. That is enough to get that 24 hours.
I understand
It was
why this
actually-
happened the way it is.
24 hours and 2 minutes. Sorry if that would have happened.
Okay, dang it. Oof, next time I'll trust Tankbot to have my back next time. So
Okay,
this is a learning experience.
So everybody but Lacott, you hear coming from the direction that you had ran the night before, you hear a buzzing. It sounds like a swarm of insects, or it sounds like essentially like an amp being plugged in to a monitor, and it is coming your direction. You recognize that. You recognize it as insects as well.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the front of the group to try to be a meat shield. Essentially, just look at and see if I can see what's coming, and try to stop it if it looks bad.
Okay. What are the rest
Yeah,
of
I
you
guess I'll
doing?
start heading towards the sound as well.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Excellent. As you crest sort of the hill, you see what appear to be... Oh, sorry, what?
As I notice everyone moving in a direction, I assume I can follow. I'll just be behind them, like a ways.
Okay. So I will have... I'll have Cal and Tankbot at the front. I will have Lacott in the middle. No, yeah, Lacott and Eldon kind of behind them in the middle. And I'll have Fritz casting Mage Armor in the back. I would do a map for the... Actually, how many are there? There's 6 of you. I gotta do a map for sure. So, anyway, what you see as you crest over this hill, Cal and Tankbot, as you crest over, you see a little bit of ways these bugs that are flying towards you, and then as you look a little closer, you recognize these as wasps. However, they are 20 times bigger or 10 times bigger than the wasps that you're used to seeing, and they appear to have caught your scent. Yeah, I don't know how that math works.
That's big. It's big.
And they're coming right towards you, and they've caught your scent, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
I guess like when we see him,
Double
like, would I have time
roll.
to pull out my weapon and my shield?
You do have time to do that, but that is
Okay.
all you have time to do.
I still get advantage on initiative. Is not an ability check or anything, so I'm rolling this twice. I assume, right?
It unfortunately is an ability check.
What?
Pretty sure. Brandon, you can correct
Brandon,
me if I'm
I'm
wrong.
sorry. Then
I think it is. I
I'm
think
pretty
it is
sure
an
you get
ability check.
disadvantage on it. Okay, I need to take actually a quick break. So we'll pick back up in initiative. Let's take a 5-minute break, and we'll come back after that. Okay.
Sounds good.
sounds good.
I'm not going first.